It's one of the more surreal endurance tests I've ever heard of. 7 marathons on 7 continents in, you guessed it, 7 days. They call it the World Marathon Challenge. Many have tried, many have failed, but not my next guest. Not only is Belmont native Becca Peasy the first woman in the U.S. to finish this feat, she won the women's competition this year with a total time of 27 hours, 26 minutes, 15 seconds, a new record. Becca, it is a pleasure to meet you. When I heard about this, I thought it was a joke. I mean, it's just, why did you decide to do this? How did this come into your head?
Well, it was an opportunity for me to show the world that you can do anything that you put your mind to, and to inspire as many people as possible, and for me to show my 8-year-old daughter, Taylor, to believe in herself.
And she really did, I know.
She did.
Okay, so you start in Antarctica. How cold was it?
-4 degrees.
-4? It's like Boston, it's no big deal.
Like
so can you name all 7 continents without looking at this trophy here?
I can. So
what were they?
Antarctica,
Yeah.
Chile,
Yeah.
Miami, Madrid, Morocco, Dubai, and ended in Australia.
Okay, so and this is the medal. You won all 7 of the marathons, 7 out of 7, is that correct?
I did, for females.
And then you won for females, this thing. So Antarctica, and then you go from Antarctica to Chile. How long is that flight?
4 hours.
Oh, it's only 4 hours?
4 hours.
Oh, well, that's a piece of cake.
Not...
And do you sleep on, I mean, how did you get rest? How did you eat? How did you do all this?
So it's a very well organized event. So we rent business class international, which meant that the seats laid down into bed. So we averaged 10 hours flying per day, and I averaged about 7 hours of sleep per day.
How much you sleep at home?
5 hours.
So you slept more doing this thing? And was there a time, I mean, 7 marathons. Most people, I told you when I was a kid, I did a marathon, I couldn't walk for a week and a half. How did you feel the next day and the next day and the next day? I know you're a track star when you were a kid, so you've been running for a long time. How did you feel the next day? People don't do this. The body's not made to do this.
I took one marathon at a time, so I trusted in my training. I had worked really hard over the last year, and I trusted in my training, and I didn't look at what was next. I just was very much so in the moment, working on that very specific.
You ever doubt yourself?
Never.
I didn't think so. So tell us about your training. How much you run a day? How much you run a day in anticipation of this?
Over the last year, I was running between 70 and 100 miles per week, 7 days a week.
So that's sort of normal marathon training kind of thing.
Usually when I run for the Boston Marathon, I'm 5 days a week.
Now, so there's a rumor that there's a famous runner who works in this building by the name of Jared Bowen, our arts editor, who occasionally would run with you. Is that true?
We ran together several times, yeah.
Do you think he could do 1 marathon in 1 day on 1 continent?
I know he could.
He could? And he told me that nothing stopped. He said you were practically ready to give birth to Taylor. Is that true?
I did.
How pregnant were you?
I ran, Taylor was born on a Wednesday. I ran up until the Monday that she was born.
The Monday before the Wednesday you had your kid. And I know a huge part of your inspiration was your kid, and I know when you finish the 7th one, she goes in the PA system in her elementary school. What'd she say?
My name is Taylor Neal, and I want you to know that my mommy finished strong.
How'd that make you feel?
I was so proud of her.
Now, besides doing this, which is a full-time job and then some, you actually have not a job, but 2 jobs?
2 jobs.
What do you do in real life?
I own a daycare in Belmont, and I manage Moosey's Ice Cream in Belmont as well.
Moosey's Ice Cream?
Yes.
And I hope, we saw Ben at Ben & Jerry's the other day.
Yeah.
They name it. I hope something's named after you.
I think it's in the making.
Is that really
sure.
true? What are they going to name
it? Probably something with 7 in it, so
Okay.
7 candies.
What'd you learn about it? Did you learn anything about yourself you didn't know beforehand? What was your takeaway after you finished that? Where was the last one, by the way?
The last one was in Antarctica.
Oh, the last one was
Australia. The last one was Australia.
Did you learn something about yourself you didn't know?
To believe in myself. You know, I never doubted myself, and I knew that I could do it. I knew I could if I put my mind to it, that I could do it. So I feel like I triumphed against an injury, against being away from my daughter, which was the actual hardest part about being away. So I figure if you put your mind to it, you can do it.
What's next?
Next is I'm going to finish out the 50 states. I'm running a marathon in 50 states.
You are? Not in 50 days, let's be clear.
Days.
I couldn't drive 7 marathons in 7 days. Becca Peasy, we're all really proud of you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Tell your kid she's got a great mom, too.
Thank you so much.